It won't. Oh wait. Yeah, it won't say here. Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Great.
Shall we?
Hey everyone, this is Jill Jelnick, Johnny Maffei with you. We are here in Bridgestone Arena for the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. Day one, not quite yet in the books, but certainly a fun start. The first game of the day, we had Arkansas and then also South Carolina. And that was a close one. South Carolina made it a 2-point game at the end. Arkansas came away with that one. But then after that was our big game here in Nashville. Vanderbilt Commodores, the 12th seed, taking on 13th seeded Texas, where Johnny Texas was dominant from the start.
Yeah, absolutely. They got off to a hot start, and both teams behind the arc, three-pointers. I tweeted this a couple times because they started 0 for 13 combined, and that was part of where Vandy was not going too hot at the beginning.
Yeah, Vanderbilt certainly struggling in that first half. They trailed Texas by 15 points in the first half. They shot 30%, I believe, from the first half from the floor. But then Vanderbilt able to make a little bit of a comeback in the second half. We weren't sure how they were able, what was going to happen, especially in those final minutes. Vanderbilt cut the lead to 7. And that's as close as it would get. So Vanderbilt is now eliminated from the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament after the 79-72 loss to Texas. A good comeback, just not enough in the end.
No, I mean, they made it interesting, which is what you want in March, which is what you want at Bridgestone Arena for the SEC Tournament. Nashville's the home of the SEC this week. And it came down within 7, and like you were saying live at 5:30 a couple minutes ago, Edwards he was on fire in the second half, but it just wasn't quite enough.
Vandy Jr. Jason Edwards was just named to the All-SEC team earlier this week, had a game-high 20 points. There was certainly a lot of sparks, certainly a lot of energy in Bridgestone Arena. I was impressed with all the Vandy fans today. I mean, obviously, it's kind of a homecoming, right? This should be a home court advantage for Vanderbilt, and I felt like you could feel the fans in attendance today.
You know, before the game, I was talking to some of the fans, and we met 2 seniors today engaged. And one of them was in overalls, no undershirt. You know, they were loud and proud. They were trying to bring what they were saying, the Memorial Magic, bring it to Bridgestone. And they almost did in the end, like we were saying. But no, they were hyped up, and certainly home-like first half for the start. Texas was able to quiet them down.
Yeah, Texas was the better team in the end. They also out-rebounded Vanderbilt and also just were the more physical team down the stretch. Now looking ahead for Vanderbilt, the good news is there is a chance that the Vanderbilt Commodores are dancing in March. In fact, several top media outlets, ESPN, CBS Sports, also USA Today, have Vanderbilt projected as a 10 or 11 seed. We won't know for sure until Sunday in the selection show on Sunday. But after the impressive first year under head coach Mark Byington, you have to believe the doors are going dancing.
Absolutely, and some of those resume wins they had against the Vols, which we'll talk about in a sec, they did beat Texas this year, obviously not today. They beat Texas A&M this year, so it was a fun season. A little football momentum into the basketball season, right? Yeah. Both teams having good regular seasons this year, and the bracketology on ESPN has them at 11 right now. Today might not help that 11 ranking necessarily, but also 11 seed technically means they might need to play a first 4 games. We'll wait and see for Sunday.
Yeah, we will not know for sure Vanderbilt's fate until the selection show on Sunday. Be sure to tune in to Fox 17 News at 9 that night. I'll have you covered on exactly what is going on. Now, one team we know for sure that will be dancing in March in the NCAA tournament, that is the 4th-ranked Tennessee Vols. Now, we have not seen them play this week because they are a 4 seed in the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. They do not start their play until the quarterfinals on Friday. But we have an idea of who they will face. It will be the winner of Texas and Texas A&M.
And they beat both of those teams this year. They only played each team once. And one thing about the atmosphere in here with Texas and Oklahoma, now whoever plays the Vols Friday, it's going to be a lot of orange or maroon and orange, and it's going to be packed too.
We know for a fact the Big Orange fans travel very, very well, so expect a lot of orange here. Burnt orange, Tennessee orange, whatever orange it is, there will be a lot of orange. So again, Tennessee will pick up in the second game on Friday, and Fox 17 will have you covered. I'll be here the rest of this week. Johnny Maffei will have you covered on the morning show all this week. We got you covered from the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. So far, this has been fun. What's been your favorite part so far?
It was the atmosphere. It was talking to the Vandy fans before the game. It was that home. It's in Nashville. We're in Music City, not too far. We saw the goalposts come down in the fall, right down Bridgestone, and the overalls and the mascots, and it was a home, like, again, first half, and it was good. And hey, they're still alive.
Yeah.
They're still alive. So adjustments need to be made, as we all know, as the SEC allows and requires is the better word, right? And this year, we were just talking about how the Vols, they're number 4 in the SEC. The SEC isn't used to the 4 seed necessarily being a top 10 team, but with this year's schedule, I mean, oh my gosh, they all performed really well, and we're going to see a lot of good basketball.
Yeah, there no question. The SEC has been so exciting to watch, and it is certainly not done yet. There could be as many as 12 or 13 SEC teams in the tournament this year. Again, we will find out more on Sunday for the selection show. But it's been fun. I appreciate you joining us today for day one. Yes, sure. Stick with Fox 17 online, on our social media, also YouTube, and of course, I'll have more coming up tonight on Fox 17 News at 9. For Johnny Maffei, I'm Jill Jelnick. Thanks so much, guys. Woohoo! Send it back to you.
Thanks, guys.